Well, Paddy, I guess the first question is defensively, you're going to be without Scott Jamieson, you're going to be without Nuno Reis. Roston has posted that he's got COVID, so you're going to be without him.
Yeah.
What are you going to do up back for the coming game?
We're just going to have to, see what the best fit for us is, and again, adapt to the situation. It's just one of those situations that have come about. So, look, we've been working on a few things, but obviously, we're just trying to adapt and find the best solution for us. Obviously leading into Sunday's game.
Is Curtis Good a chance to return, or is he still recovering?
He's still recovering. Again, like I've said previous time, I think it affects certain players in a different way, and I just heard, the Alonso Davis has got that Markitis or whatever it is, so at Bayern Munich. So, I'm not saying Curtis has that, but what I'm saying is obviously this, this disease, or not disease, but this, COVID affects different people, and Curtis is one of those that, unfortunately, he's taken, a longer time.
It was announced midweek the signing of Jenkinson, the former Arsenal player, on loan for 6 months. Given your defensive absences, is he a chance to come in early and play a role?
Look, he's just come in today, so look, we'll need to see how he is. He's come off a long flight. The most important thing is obviously the health of the player first. So, we need to do our due diligence by him. But look, I'll go on him and see how he feels, and we'll leave it sort of to the last minute whether he travels or not.
He certainly looks an impressive signing for you guys on paper. What was the impetus to go out and bring him in on loan? What attracted the club to him?
Look, I think he can play sort of a double role. He's played centre back, he's played full back. Obviously with Nathaniel leaving, we sort of had to bring someone in to at least have backup. But someone of his quality, we're very lucky to have. I think he's a leader in the group. He's experienced. I think he wanted to challenge himself by coming down here and living where he was, and to play some football. So for us, we're lucky to have him. For him, it's I think it's a time where he wants to start playing football again, and he has an opportunity to do that here with us.
All things being equal, where would you prefer to use him if given the choice?
Things aren't equal sometimes, so I don't know. Look again. Like I said, he can play right back and centre back. Some people prefer him centre back, some people prefer him right back. But it's a luxury to have where he can play a dual role if needed.
I'll jump in here, Patrick, if that's okay.
Yeah, of course.
You just mentioned Jenkinson. Can you tell us when he exactly arrived in the country? Because I don't know what constraints are on people coming from the UK at the moment.
What I know officially, he's been jabbed. He's had all the things that he's needed. He literally arrived last night. I think it was at midnight. So it was pretty much once we got everything done, it was pretty much get his stuff and leave. So he left within a day or two to get down here.
Right. Okay.
So it's
okay.
Sorry?
Sorry.
Yeah, so it's quite impressive for someone just to, leave his family and obviously his girlfriend in the drop of a hat to come to the other side of the world, to play some football. So, look, again, it just shows the character of the person, the endeavour to play football games. And, literally it was like within 24 hours this was happening. I'd spoke to Carl before that, but obviously we didn't know with the legal things with visas and all that, but literally it came all through. So again, with the drop of a hat, he was here and he's with us this morning.
So where's he living, mate? Has he had to shack up with one of the boys? Or
to be honest with you, I'm sure he's in a hotel. I don't know, but look, we've got some areas that he needs to pick, and we want to make this transition as quick as possible, but as easy as possible for him. So you know, again, we need to do all that stuff with him, and he needs to find somewhere where he'd be settled. But again, we're doing all that for him, so to make it easy for him.
Good stuff. You mentioned Curtis earlier. Like, what are some of the things he's been complaining of? You know, is he just shortness of breath?
I think it's stuff like that. If I got it, you know, I don't need to run, so maybe my conditions would be different. But you know, professional athletes, it's a bit different, and you know, again, everyone's different, but it's affected Curtis in a different way. So look, he's trained the other day, which is great. You know, his first full session. But when he'll be back, I actually don't know. You know, the main thing is his health. You know, the last thing I want is, you know, to put him where he's underdone and, you know, something happens. And that I won't do, because the health of a person is much more important than, you know, a 90-minute game overall.
Yeah. That must be pretty concerning for you as a coach to have a guy that you just... you don't know about it.
Yeah, the thing is, like, we don't know. Unfortunately, with COVID, you don't know. So you sort of have to trust the player, see how he is, you know, and then go sort of day by day. That's the hard thing, because you never know. He could be good today and bad tomorrow. But he's improving. He's improving, but he's not ready, you know, to play yet.
Okay, gotcha. Looking forward to this weekend. They're probably one of the side's stingiest defences in the league. They like to sit deep and then attack forward in numbers. How are you going to balance that with what you want to do?
For us, things don't really change. You know, it's trying to break, you know, break people down in the way we want to do it. So, you know, everyone's game plan is different. You know, the way we play and the style won't change. It's just how we go about our processes and breaking the other team down. And, you know, obviously, you know, being tight in defence as well.
Given your recent run of results and having played a few more games than the other teams in and around you, how kind of vital is getting 3 points this weekend?
It's a hard one, because, you know, I think if you look at the games that we've played and the results, I don't think the matches the result. The game matches the result. Obviously, I think we need a bit of luck. And, you know, I think our performances have definitely, you know, shown that, you know, maybe we deserved a bit better. But as you know, football's football. It's for us, it's, you know, we don't panic. We just keep doing what we need to do. We don't look anything. I don't even look at the league, so I don't even know where we are. All I look at is improving the team to get better. And that's it, you know.
Thanks, Patrick.
Thank you.
Just from me quickly, I mean, you've spoken a lot, particularly in the last few weeks, about kind of the character of your team, both on the pitch and off it. And so you're talking about all these defensive personnel issues, COVID, injuries, travel. Is that does that come into really sharp focus in a week like this, having a strong character throughout the team?
Look, I think, you know, I think character should be one of the first things. It doesn't undermine or underpin just because of a pandemic or injuries. I think a character of a football club or a team or a person should be the number one thing. It's a non-negotiable. But, you know, unfortunately, you know, sort of this year we've had to deal with a few obstacles. And, you know, it's great to see that our players are dealing with certain circumstances and they're adapting as best as they can. And for me, like I said last week, it shows the character of the team and the individual to go through, you know, different situations at different times, because it's not easy. And, you know, I'm very proud of them.
And then just, I guess, kind of reflecting on the last few weeks, obviously you've probably conceded a few more than you would have liked to, particularly in the last few games. Yeah. Has that been, I guess, a particular focus? Like, obviously that's so hard with how many injuries and missing players you have.
Yeah, look, you never want to, obviously you never want to concede a lot of goals, but sometimes it happens, and, you know, all we need to do is learn from it, train it and improve. And, you know, hopefully when we get some players back and you know, everyone is okay and healthy. You know, things change, but you know, it's an opportunity for people to come in now. It's a chance. And you know, again, it's a challenge for us that we need to deal with, and you know, again, we need to work to improve.
And then just lastly from me, at the other end of the pitch, Matt Leckie obviously played probably just about his best game for you guys at the weekend. In your mind, is this kind of, are you expecting to see him really improve and kick on in his performances this week and moving forward now?
My expectation of Matthew is, you know, to train hard and work hard. You know, anything else beyond that, I can't control. So, you know, like I've said from the start of when he joined to now, he will take time. You know, it's not just an easy fix, and it's not just things click of the fingers and something will happen. You know, he will take time. And this system is different. The style is different. The adaptation from Germany to Australia to the A-League, it's a lot. You know, his family. So, look, he's had to deal with a lot. But the great thing is he's never stopped. He's improving day by day, and hence why you see the improvement from the, you know, against Adelaide. And you know, hopefully it continues, you know, but I'm the first one to say that, you know, I'll back him no matter what, because he's a terrific player. But some people take longer than others, and I'm willing to, you know, to always give him the time to do that.
But I guess you did get the sense that it looked more than any other week that he was close to, you know, adapting to.
Again, it's an improvement from the week before, and the week before was an improvement from the week before, and you know, it's building blocks. So you know, it's again, it's talk about character, but it's, you know, he's received, I think, some not necessarily criticism, because everyone expects him to do, you know, things that, you know, I think silly, but that's in my opinion. But it shows the character of the person that, you know, he just keeps working and improving, and you're seeing what you're seeing now.